Started with this quote right here. A ship in the harbor is safe, but that's not what ships are built for. And as I traced it in Sublime and with ChatGPT, it kind of branched out, right? There's ships and guitar analogies and even a proverb about oxen, right? All leading to insights on design and friendship. And along the way, I discovered this line that hasn't left me yet. And that is, your melody will never be heard if you stay in the case. Welcome to the Idea Shepherd, where I don't just store ideas, right? I show you how to steward them into meaningful insights. Let's dive in. So the tools mentioned in this video are going to be Sublime and ChatGPT. I'll be going back and forth, and I'm going to show you exactly how this thought tree came to life. I found this quote on Substack. It was in a Substack note, and I had to save it in Sublime. And I started out with a conversation like I normally do with ChatGPT. I found a quote today that struck me, and what I wanted to do was create different versions of the quote. So I took this same kind of approach, and sometimes I'll do this where I actually have a quote that I put into ChatGPT and I ask it to create different versions of it, like an amplified version and a message version, which are wildly different, just to get a different flavor, to see if anything pops out for me, right? So that's what I did for this first quote, and you can see right here, this is the amplified version of the quote. A ship that remains anchored within the calm and predictable safety of the harbor is sheltered and secure, free from storms, waves, and risk. Yet, that is not the ultimate reason it exists. Ships are designed, built, and purposed to journey outward, to brave the open waters, to carry people and cargo, to explore and fulfill their calling on the seas. See, that just spins it in a whole different direction. It kind of just expands, and that's what the amplified does. It amplifies things. The message, sure, a ship parked in the harbor is cozy. No waves, no storms, no worries. But ships weren't made to sit still. They're made to cut through the deep, to chase horizons, to go somewhere. This kind of gives a different style here, like a poetic style, and it just brings something out that's different. Now, as I was reading through those, I had an idea, a thought, and it was about a guitar analogy that was from years ago. I remember actually being in the car thinking about this. I was driving to work or driving home from work, and this thought occurred to me that, a guitar sitting in its case doesn't glorify its maker, its luthier, right? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but it glorifies its maker by being played. So I used the method to create versions of the quote, of this quote right here, which led to me creating this new card titled "What Were You Designed For?" And it came from the guitar analogy, right? So an analogy about a ship reminded me of an analogy that I had wrote a while back. And this analogy of the guitar, obviously it's stuck with me over the years because it's been years, but it's still to this day is in my mind because it's something that is close to me, right? I play guitar, and so it really sticks with me. So I've created this card in Sublime now, and it's living in my library, and it's titled "What Were You Designed For?" A guitar tucked away in its case is untouched, protected, free from scratches and wear. Yet, in that state, it does not truly honor the luthier who shaped it. It glorifies its maker when its strings are strummed, when the wood vibrates with music, when it's used according to its design. So the real question is, what were you designed for? And do your everyday choices reflect that design? Or are you waiting safe but stagnant in the case of comfort? So two different ways of looking at it, but man, it's kind of cool how an analogy bridged its way to another analogy for me, right? By the way, as I'm going through these things, if you want to try out Sublime and just see if this works for you because you're digging this right now, I have a link in the description. You can click on that link, and it is free to try out so that you can get an idea of how this actually will work for you. And then if you want to sign up, feel free to do that as well. let me hop back over to the conversation. So we keep going, and it starts going into the amplified and message style of the guitar analogy that I had mentioned before. And then as I was reading through this right here, this response, I said it reminds me of the oxen proverb. The barn is clean when there are no oxen, but what do you really get? What are you missing? Right? No, that's not the actual proverb. That's what I could think of in the moment when I was in this conversation. But yes, of course, it brought it up for me. Proverbs 14:4, where there are no oxen, the manger is clean, but abundant crops come by the strength of the ox. Now, let's take a look at the board here. I went ahead and created a card for this proverb. It is now in the library and for Sublime. And you'll notice here I'm creating these arrows and I'm labeling the arrows to kind of signify like what happened and why did I think of this? How did it come about? Well, this came about from the message and amplified versions, and this came about from staying safe reminds me of, and so it was just another reminds me of moment. Okay. We have a few ways to go because we have two different branches, two main branches that are forming here. So let's start with this one right here. What I did when this says SR, this is Sublime Relation, not in my library. I'm just labeling it, right? So I know that this right here was not in my library at first, but it related to this idea. And what I mean is that when I go and click on this, I can click on this little icon that says related. And when I do that, it's going to pop up with all related ideas. I can say, do I want to look at related ideas in Sublime or my library? Either one. And then I can go through all these different types if I wanted to. Now, how I found this idea right here, everything worth having lives on the other side of effort. Everything good requires tending. Everything beautiful demands maintenance. So this idea was not in my library. It was just in the Sublime ecosystem. Somebody else had saved this. And now I was able to benefit from it because I added what I was thinking about as it relates to this quote. So I saved this quote into Sublime. I had a conversation in ChatGPT which reminded me of this proverb. I used the related idea feature and found another idea, another thought that I saved as to my library, right? Then it doesn't stop there, right? So I continue to think about, okay, what does this idea make me think of? Well, it made me think of another proverb, right? The lazy man does not plow when the winter or the planting season arrives, so he begs at the next harvest and has nothing to reap. This idea of everything good requires tending, everything beautiful demands maintenance. And here I'm writing what I think of as I read this. Okay? That's a good strategy, I think, that I heard from Myron Golden, who learned it from somebody else. I can't remember the name. But it's don't write down the quote itself. I mean, I do write down the quote, but his thing is don't write down the quote, but write down what you thought of when you heard the quote or when you heard the word or the message or whatever it is, right? So this is what I wrote down. This is what I thought of when I was reading this. This is all about timing, right? And I could start going further and say, okay, well, what do I think about when I think about this? And I could keep going and add another card if I wanted to. So that's that one branch right there. Now, here's where it gets kind of splits into a few different directions here. This is the other branch where we talked about the message and amplified versions, right? And this is that card that came from that. Now we have two Sublime relations that are, one of them is not in my library and the other one is in my library. So the one that is in my library was this card that I wrote down. Oh, it's a long card. Very long card. I wish I could collapse this easily, and I don't know how I can do that. So anyways, so here's a relation, meaning so I went to this card, I used the related idea feature, and this was actually in my library, right? If you want to go live a life, if you want to live life well, go to the inventor of life itself, right? Get to know him personally. He'll guide you. So again, I don't know that I would have made that connection from this, what were you designed for? And then so the question is, you're asking yourself, and do your everyday choices match up with what you were designed for and how you're aligned? And now it's like, oh, I just need to go to the inventor of life itself, which really cool connection right there. Again, that was in my library. Now this one's not in my library. This was how David Perel uses ChatGPT as a creative partner, right? That's kind of the context. Compulsion. I think about that word a lot. I believe that all of us carelessly walking about the planet Earth are intrinsically compelled to do something. It's in our nature, in the shape of our soul, to excel, to truly be the best. I think it's crucial to spend time thinking about what that is, because if you do something other than that, you're not just fighting against your true nature, but you're also competing with someone who is, in fact, truly built to do it. I found this from the related ideas, and I was like, that's really cool. Like, this was not in my library. Somebody else saved it, and I found that idea that relates to what were you designed for. Now, and here's another example of this is what I think about when I encounter this idea. And that is, as a Christian, the intrinsic call, it kind of comes from Ephesians 2:10, right? And that is this verse right here. For we are his workmanship, his own masterwork, a work of art, created in Christ Jesus, reborn above, spiritually transformed, renewed, ready to be used. This is the amplified version, by the way, which is amplified. But it's for good works. In essence, we're created for good works, right? So the intrinsic call is the good works that we were designed for. As a Christian, I need to figure out what are the good works that God made me for, right? And that kind of goes back to, if I think about it, the inventor card over here. So there we go. We have a few different branches, but we have one left here that I haven't gone over. So as I was considering this thought right here of what you were designed for, if I go back over to the conversation, I wrote down this idea. Like, y'all, sometimes I just ignore what they wrote, like the response. And if I have another thought, I just write it down. And sometimes something inside the response will trigger something else that I write. But in this case, I just wrote something, I think. And it's, if I want to write the melody, I need to pull out the guitar. If I want to write my heart melody, I need to pull myself out of the case. So it's kind of messy. It's kind of like, what are you talking about kind of thing. So I riffed on it a little bit, meaning I kind of sat with it, and I was like, how do I word this to where it kind of makes sense? So I kind of landed on, your melody will never be heard if you stay in the case. Now, I had just had this conversation, or a conversation, with one of my kids about friendship, right? And they tell me like I'm shy, right? And we're talking about just kind of getting closer to somebody who you consider to be a friend, and like, what does it look like to go deeper? And I said that, we need to be authentic. We need to show them who we are, right? And we should be able to be who we are around the people that we consider our close friends. All right, we can't be afraid to be vulnerable or authentic. To say that I'm shy is like the guitar who never leaves its case. We can't stay in the case because our melody will never be heard. So, what's happening here is I found a quote, and that resonated. I saved it. I did the amplified and message version that led to this card. I was riffing on this idea about the melody and staying, like, I can't stay in my case. I have to get out of the case, which led me to think about, actually, there was this conversation that I had with my daughter just about that. Like, you can't stay in the case. So I'm relating like conversations with my kids. All of that is coming from this ship in the harbor. Our ship is safe. Wait, a ship in the harbor is safe quote. It's kind of just wild how all of this is kind of connecting, and I can visually see how this is coming about. Sorry, just nerding out a little bit there. So here we go. Two different things coming into play. I had another, like, what's labeled as my own relation, meaning I didn't actually go into related ideas in my own library or somebody else's library, but I just thought of this, which is this Walter Winchell quote: "A friend is one who walks in when the rest of the world walks out." And I just thought, man, that's a great, I mean, it's already a great quote by itself, but it really resonates and attaches well to and connects well to this. A sublime relation that was not in my library was this: every article, stop being who you aren't. And I started reading through it. I haven't read through the whole thing, but it did show that it was an interesting read, and I wanted to kind of dive into it more. So I went ahead and connected it here. So, my friend, this is kind of the tree right here, and the canvas that I titled "On Your Unique Design and Friendship." So I have this new canvas in Sublime. If I go to Sublime right here under the canvas area, this is one of those moments of just reflection and connection, and you can visually see it, which I think is awesome. Like, I'm not linking anything. There's no bidirectional links or anything like that. It's just a visual way to see the moment, which I think is cool, right? It's just cool to me. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I hope that you enjoyed this video. You got some ideas from it, and I will see you on the next video.